All right, everybody. So let me talk about careers in the modern day, right? Careers for young people. So a lot of you might be graduating in the near future or might have already graduated and are thinking of making money because I like money, and I guess you too like money. You're not a parasite, so that's fine. That's good. Money brings happiness, right? Yeah, to a limit, but a lot of people will never reach that limit. So anyway, so that the point that I'm trying to make is what careers will get you money, right? Now, the things that are boring, that are hard, that nobody else wants to do are the things that you will get paid for, because there's something called economics. Yeah, there's demand and supply. The more supply of labor that you might have in a community to do something, the less corporations are willing to pay for that, right? And the less supply you have for something, the more they are willing to pay, right? That's economics 101. Now, let me cut it short, right? The careers that pay the most are STEM careers, right? Careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, right? Because these are hard, boring things. Very few people want to do it, right? And if I might want to dig deeper into that, right? So there's this, thing called IQ, right? Intelligence. It's a measure of analytical intelligence. Well, someone might just come and say, there's something called emotional intelligence as well. So yeah, please be my guest. Emotional intelligence. Go do something in ESG, right? Good luck, earn some good money. Bye. Now I'm talking for the ones who are still watching the video. So if you're young, I suggest you doing an IQ test, right? And you might get a score. Be well prepared, well fed on the day, well rested, and then give an IQ test, and then you will get your score. And once you get the score, go to the internet and then find, IQ test, careers for different kinds of IQs. And once you get that list, then you can make a choice of what you might want to do. So then there are some people who are extremely intelligent, extremely, like the Elon Musks. They are very rare in the world. They are the ones who are going to, invent something in the world. They are statistical outliers, as they say. So there's this curve where a lot of people are not very intelligent. They are around the median, and a few of them are outliers. They are extremely intelligent, and a few of them are like, on the other end, with all due respect. So the first thing is to identify where you stand. And the second thing is then research what is something that you can do, right? You limit your options, and then realize that work is not fun. It is slogging, right? You might not want to show up every day. You might not want to do that for the next 30 years of your life. And that is exactly why they are paying you. That is exactly why, the HR incentivizes raises towards the end of your career, because a lot of people, they get bored and they want to leave. So yeah, having said that, STEM careers, and again, if I had to put that in a tier list, obviously depending on your intelligence and demand as well, I would say, depending on the market needs right now, computer science is definitely at the top or among the top most. Then I would say statistics, because it's more like applied mathematics. You can become a data scientist with that. An actuary is a good career. Quantitative analysis analyst in a hedge fund. So, things which are very quantitative will get you a lot of money. And then down below that, for the little less intelligent people like me, you can get into IT. IT, there's no shame in that, in realizing where you stand. You can get into IT and develop yourself there, become a software engineer, programmer, whatever. And then as you go down and down, right, there are other careers. And then, yeah, the least people with the least, opportunities would be the ones in, let's not, call them out. So, yeah, good paying careers, definitely STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And then there are some other careers as well. So let's say you come from you have blue blood, right? So what that means is, let's say you come from a wealthy family, right? Your father's somebody who is an owner of a trust fund or has worked for Goldman Sachs and has a lot of connections. Then it doesn't matter if you're stupid as fuck, right? It doesn't matter. All you have to do is you have to go to name brand colleges and probably get a finance degree, right? So something like finance from London School of Economics, London Business School, Harvard, Stanford. I'm not sure if you will even get into Stanford, because assuming you're stupid, yeah. So, name brand colleges, you get a finance degree, and then do good internships at your daddy's firm, maybe McKinsey, BCG, Bain, KKR, things like that. So basically you need blue blood, right? Once you do that for 2 years, then you want to get an MBA, right? Again, you go to the top 10 colleges of the world. So something like INSEAD, London Business School, Harvard, Stanford, Wharton, Columbia, right? Let's just say 4 to 5 universities. And basically you pay this off by using your daddy's, retirement bonus, right? You pay that and then you're set, right? This is also a career path to earn a lot of money. So then after that, you can join as an investment banker, right? Or a consultant or things like that. I mean, obviously I might get heat for this video, but I'm being a little sarcastic. Sorry for that, but that's my style. You can definitely become an investment banker, McKinsey, consultant, things like that, based on your merit. And there are people who do that, but it might take you longer, right? It might take you longer because you might have to prove yourself, acquire some experience, become a specialist in your area, and then transition into a consultant or an equity analyst in a, in an investment bank or things like that. But like I said, if you want to do it early, you might want to have blue blood, or you can, you can be very beautiful, and then, you can be very beautiful. And I think there are some programs for that as well, where they sort of identify, people who are very beautiful, and they have the separate track for beautiful, tall, good-looking people in a lot of firms. You might want to look at that as well. Yeah, definitely with a face like mine, you can never get there. So, yeah. So, yeah, these are some ways you can get a good, you can make a good career very early on in your life. Either by studying STEM and doing a lot of hard work, or having blue blood. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, right? What you think is a good career? Yeah. Do you think a career which is very fulfilling and you have a lot of responsibilities, but you don't get paid anything, you get paid peanuts, is a good career? Well then, good for you. But if you want a career that pays well, right, pays well at the end of the day, you might want to look into any of these two options. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing to my channel where I talk about, career, finance, and I give you the truth that nobody else is giving you, right? Please do consider subscribing to my channel and have a nice day. Bye-bye.